Hi ladies, it's Victoria. Thanks so much for coming back to my channel. I know that I say that every single time I start a video, but it's really true. I so appreciate you guys and all of your support. It's just overwhelming. And I was really nervous, I have to be honest, putting up my last video that included my weight and my measurements. It's nothing that I'm proud of. It's nothing that I'm happy about. I'm very ashamed that I let myself go the way that I did, and it's really hard to put those things on the internet for anyone to see and everyone to judge. And I haven't had a single negative comment, and I am so thankful. You guys are just incredible. So I know I said that I would be back last night with another video, but again, YouTube wasn't letting me upload. I'm not sure if it's just the app that's giving me issues, the capture app on my phone. I don't have my new camera yet. It's ordered though. So I apologize for that, and the lighting was just bad last night when I recorded, so I just decided to do a whole new one for you guys. So I know I mentioned in my video yesterday about the giveaway, and it's something I really want to do. I've actually already started coming up with some ideas, but you guys are my subscribers, so I want to hear from you. What is it that you guys would like to see in a giveaway? One of the things I'd kind of thought about is maybe not put something specific together, and then once the winner is chosen, I will watch your videos and you can tell me some of the things that you would be interested in, and then I'll put a surprise together for the person that's kind of customized to the things that they like and their story. So I thought maybe that would be kind of fun. It's something a little bit different than the usual giveaways. So tell me what you guys think. Is that something that you'd like, or would you rather me put something together ahead of time and then you guys can, obviously see what'll be coming? Let me know what you'd like, because this is all for you guys. So I want to make sure that it's something you guys would want and or need and use. So that's the giveaway. I'd really like to get that started on Monday, so let me know this weekend what you guys are interested in so I can make sure to get it together and get the basically get the giveaway open for you guys so that we can start keeping track and getting ready to have a winner. So that's the giveaway. Also, in my video yesterday, I had talked about why I have been away from YouTube for a little over a week. And I know I had said that last week or this week was a very rough week for me, and I've done a lot of thinking about this, and this is the place that I come to be 100% honest, and I don't know why I've been so afraid to share everything with you guys. I know some people may judge me for the way that I feel, or, just the things that I've been thinking about, but I'm sure that I'm not the only person that feels this way, or is having these kinds of feelings. So when I started this channel, I promised to be honest, so I just wanted to kind of recap my week with you. I'm not really going to go into all the details. If you guys have more specific questions, of course, as always, I'm happy to answer. But I just kind of wanted to let you guys know what was going on. So last Saturday, my husband had a dinner for his department with his, he's a car salesman, so with his dealership. And I finally had the opportunity to meet one of his coworkers' wife. And I can't talk today, so I apologize. And she is someone who back in January sent me the most beautiful card out of the blue. I didn't know her. I hadn't met her. I'd heard about her, but I had never met her. And she sent me the most beautiful, touching, amazing card, and it just came on a day when I was having the worst day that I had had in a while. I was in a very dark place. I was just sad and feeling hopeless, and She knew what was going on with us, and she just sent me the most touching card, and it makes me want to cry just thinking about it. And it meant everything to me, and it was even more special knowing what she was going through. She and her husband had been trying to conceive for 6 years, and they finally got pregnant. And at their 20-week ultrasound, they found out that the baby was not compatible with life. And at the time, they didn't really know what was going on. And I'm not going to share her whole story because that's not for me to share. But she ended up losing her daughter at 24 weeks and had to have an emergency C-section. And that all happened right before Christmas. So for her to be able to, only a few weeks later, be thinking of someone else, and someone who she didn't even know, was just mind-blowing to me, that she was able to put away everything that she was going through and be concerned for someone else. She's just such an amazing person. So I was really excited to finally have the opportunity to meet with her and just talk to her. And I was also kind of scared to death. It kind of felt like a first date, which sounds silly, but I didn't know what should we talk about? What shouldn't we talk about? Is she going to want to talk to me? Is she going to, want to meet me? Like I was just really nervous. And when my husband finally introduced me, we hit it off right away, and we just talked the whole night. And we both actually share the same OB. So we were talking about her and our experiences, and she was going into more detail with what they had been through with the specialists and what was coming up for them. And it was just such an amazing relief to have someone to talk to face who understood and felt the way I did. And even though it breaks my heart that she had to go through everything that she did, I can't even imagine. It was just so comforting to have someone to talk to. And actually, we were the last ones to leave the dinner because we were sitting there talking to them so long. We kind of looked up and realized that all the tables were pretty much cleared and the staff was kind of waiting for us. And then right after we left, Jason's coworker called him and said, "Hey, we're going across the street for a drink. Would you guys like to join us?" So we ended up spending another 3 hours sitting with them across the street. And it was just great. The guys actually had to keep interrupting us because we were just in our own little conversation. And it was the first time in, the 4 years that all of this has been going on, that I have had someone to sit with and have a conversation with who gets it, that I don't have to explain things to, that I don't have to justify my feelings to. And I don't have to do that with you guys either, but I think you guys understand it's just different to have someone face to face, And it was just really real, and it was incredible. But it also kind of brought up all of these feelings that I had been burying for the last 4 years. Because my husband deals with things differently than I do. I've talked about that before. And so he has put all of this not away, but he just sees that as, okay, we've been there, we've done that, we're moving on, there are new things on our horizon, and he's very focused on those things, and he doesn't like to dwell in the past. And it's not that I do either, but I can't let go of those emotions. But because of the way he feels, I feel like I can't really talk to him because it just upsets him so much that he can't take away my pain and he can't relate to me. And no one else in my life other than my YouTube family has experienced the things that I have. So, I haven't really talked about it, and it brought up all of these emotions, and I don't want to cry. So I was just kind of feeling really down. There have also been a lot of people in my life recently who have found out that they are pregnant, and I'm thrilled for them. And I think that's the thing that people don't understand. It's not that I'm not happy, because I am. Babies are a miracle and they're a blessing, and no one knows that more than we do. Um, and I'm so happy for everyone. But it's also just a constant reminder of what we don't have. So, I'm thrilled for them, but then I'm a little sad for us too. And that's really what it is. It's not that I am upset with them or jealous of them. It's not that. I am so happy for them, but it's just a reminder, of what we don't have. So, that has been difficult as well. Um, I was just also kind of left realizing that I have just been burying the way that I feel for so long that I don't even know how to talk about it anymore. And something that my husband's friend's wife, her name is Heather, I'll just say Heather, something that she had said to me that just struck a chord with me is, at one point she just said to me, you're a mom too, and, she said, I feel so sad for you because we got to have a funeral for our daughter, and you have had nothing to legitimize, their life. And it just was like, wow, a couple things came over me at that point. It was like, first of all, how can she just be so, able to put herself and everything she's been through aside and recognize what I have been through and realize, the pain that I'm dealing with. And she said, that she feels guilty that she's had the ability to legitimize her daughter's life. And it's like, wow, she shouldn't feel guilty. I am thrilled for her that she has that, I wish that I did. Not that I wish that on anyone that they have been through what she has, and I wish that she hadn't either, but that's the hardest part. Like she and I were talking about, you constantly hear, you're young, it'll happen again. There's always the next one. And she said it so beautifully when she said, but I don't want the next one. I wanted that one. And even though everyone was telling her her daughter wouldn't be perfect and that she, needs to have the perfect baby, her daughter was perfect to her, and my babies were perfect to me. Even if there would have been something wrong, they were still perfect because they were mine. And I think that's the thing that people don't realize. We don't want the next one. We wanted those babies, and we wanted that baby, and we wanted that pregnancy and that moment. And so it just brought a lot of things to the surface for me, and it was a really good experience, and I am so thankful that I met her, and hopefully that we can build a friendship and, kind of share these things with each other. And she has a blog that's just incredible, and I'm going to link that down below for you guys. She shares her experience. She shares her emotions day to day. She shares what they're going through moving forward. And she's just the most amazing person. And there's so much hope even in the sadness with her. And it's just incredible. So I'm going to share her blog for you guys. I've, talked to her and she's okay with that. So I'm going to share that down below. So that's kind of where I was this week. I was also just having a really hard time dealing with what's coming. Right now we're debating if we do move forward with the fertility clinic next month. Things financially for us are kind of difficult right now, and I really don't know, since my insurance covers nothing except IVF. We have to pay all the money to get there, and then they'll cover IVF. I really don't know how we're going to do this right now. And so part of me has been thinking, I've been on these supplements, I'm doing this diet. Maybe in May we should give it one more go, try, for 2 or 3 months on our own before we go the fertility clinic route and see if it'll happen. And, maybe that's all I needed. And, I brought that to my husband the other night, and he really isn't sure how he feels about that. Well, of course, he would love to not have to go to the fertility clinic. He's also terrified that I will miscarry again and what that will do to me. So those are the things that we're thinking about, and that's where we are. We're actually going to have another conversation tonight because he hadn't really considered us trying again without the help of a specialist. So, I told him take a couple days, think about it, let's come back to it. So we're going to talk about it again tonight, and I'll obviously keep you guys updated where we stand with things. So that's where that is. As far as adoption goes, and I actually had someone ask me, like, what's going on? You were talking about it all the time, and now you haven't talked about it. And, we're just kind of in a place where we want to make sure that I'm healthy first. After everything fell through with the last little girl, that was difficult, but it was also an eye-opener that just because we want to adopt, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen right away. And it also needs to be the perfect situation and the right situation, and we have to make sure that we're ready. So I need to know that I'm healthy and, we're in a good place and I'm able to handle moving forward with that. So it's not on the back burner for long. We're hoping actually to go back to training next month in April and get that all finished up. So it's not like it's on the back burner. It's just something that, we really wanted to do some more talking about. So that's where we are with adoption. That's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Hopefully you don't think I'm a terrible person for feeling the way that I've been feeling. The other thing that I wanted to share with you guys is an experience that I had yesterday and kind of get your advice. I kind of made the fatal error of making a comment on Facebook about it and getting a lot of backlash for it. So maybe I'll get the same. I don't know. But, if anyone can understand what I'm going through, it's you guys. So maybe you can help. My coworkers know what I have been going through just because I was just coming out of, the end stages of miscarriage when I started my new job. And so they had to know because I had doctor's appointments, etc. And, I've been asked multiple times why we don't have children. So it's something I've been pretty open about. Obviously, they don't know my full story, but, they know most of the details. And yesterday, someone was talking to me, one of my coworkers in my office that I actually share with my operations manager. And we were having a conversation about babies, and she's like, well, when are you guys going to start trying again? And I said, well, because of the miscarriage, we have to wait, blah, blah, blah. So then not even 10 minutes later, she's in with my operations manager, and they start making jokes about miscarriage. Now, I don't think it was meant to be mean. I don't think it probably even crossed their mind. At least I hope it didn't. But the comment was, oh, hey, sorry about that miscarriage, but at least you can drink again. And I almost lost it, to be honest. I almost started to cry. And then there were a couple more pregnancy jokes, and they weren't talking to me. They were talking to each other, just about situations in general. But it took everything I had not to cry. And so I made a comment on Facebook saying, I really wish that people would be a little bit more respectful with what they find amusing, because what you find amusing may be the thing that breaks my heart. Well, I had a lot of people tell me that I shouldn't expect people to censor themselves, that that's wrong, and that we live in a society that's too PC already, and that we're ruining the next generation by letting them grow up to think that everyone is respectful of everything, because that's not the real world, and that I can't expect people to be sympathizing with me and empathetic, and those are none of the things that I was looking for. And I guess, and what I tried to convey to the people that were, giving me a hard time was that I'm not asking someone to censor themselves, about, a joke, pretty much about anything else, really, but I don't see how that joke is ever funny. Even if I hadn't been through what I had been through when I was younger, in my teenage years, early 20s, going out with my friends, that's not something I would have ever said in public. And maybe it's just me. I don't know. You guys tell me, but I don't think that's ever appropriate or ever funny. And so then someone said to me, well, there are some people going through things that would find that situation amusing because it would lift them up even though they'd been through so much, and maybe you need to be more like that. And I'm sorry, that's not helpful to me. I would give anything to never have to drink again because I get pregnant at the drop of a hat and can have lots of babies. I would give anything to have morning sickness and be bent over a toilet all day, every day. You wouldn't see me complain once on Facebook. I would give anything to have that be my issue. So I had a really hard time with that. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Is that something you've been through? Is that something you've dealt with? How do you feel? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys can help me see where I'm wrong for thinking that that's not appropriate. But yeah, so couple things. Let me know about the giveaway. Do you guys want me to do the customized package, or do you guys want me to set something up ahead of time? If you do, what kind of things are you interested in so that I can get that together for you? Also, just let me know what you guys think about, the question I just asked about what I was through yesterday. Love to hear your thoughts on this. You guys are always so helpful. So I hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend. I hope you have a great week. Lots of baby dust. I hope there are lots of BFPs for all of you in the coming weeks. And I'd love to check out some of your channels. So let me know down below if you have some new videos up or a channel you'd like me to follow, because I'm always looking for people to connect with and channels to watch. So I will talk to you guys soon, and I love all of you. Bye.